There are positives and negatives to making physical education mandatory for students every day of the week. However, the health benefits greatly outweigh any other concerning factors. With obesity being a major problem in the U.S., physical education, better known as PE classes, are often viewed as a necessary requirement, both by parents and school administrators. Without PE being a required course, some students might choose to ignore physical activity completely, focusing on inactive, sometimes unhealthy options. Mandatory physical education classes assist in helping students develop good exercise habits, which in turn will help them maintain healthier lifestyles. Daily exercise helps fight obesity and prevent numerous illnesses, such as osteoporosis, cancer, heart disease, and diabetes. Because students spend most of their school days inside sitting down and not being very active, mandatory PE classes force the students to do some type of physical activity. Physical education classes will help students burn calories, exercise muscles, reduce stress levels, and improve their overall physical health. According to the Institute of Medicine, students should be doing at least 60 minutes of vigorous or moderate intensity physical activity at school, with more than half of the activity occurring during regular educational hours and the remaining amount before or after school. School is one of the best places for kids to take part in physical activities because they spend most of their day there. About only half of the kids in the U.S. meet the government's physical activity model of taking part in at least 60 minutes of vigorous or moderate physical activity every day. Nancy Helmick, author of the article More PE Activity Programs Needed in School, explains elementary school children should spend at least 30 minutes a day in PE class. Middle school and high school students should get an average of 45 minutes a day in PE class. That's 150 minutes a week for elementary kids and 225 minutes for middle school and high school. For many schools, physical education programs are being cut out altogether due to harsh financial times and growing educational demands. Since the No Child Left Behind Act passed in 2001, an estimated 44% of schools have reported cutting PE and recess time dramatically to make more time for school and focusing on core subjects like English, math, and sciences. A report from USA Today states that currently a third of children in the USA are overweight or obese, putting them at greater risk of developing a devastating or costly disease, including type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol. I believe the increase in technology is a major contributing factor to this increase in obesity. Today, kids have cell phones and iPads as early as 7 to 8 years old. Video games are also grabbing kids' attention. Kids will spend hours playing video games rather than going outside to play with friends. Physical education classes will help teach kids certain ways to make physical activities fun instead of being considered hard work or boring. Hopefully, kids will one day choose to play a game of kickball outside rather than staying in and playing video games. Physical education courses help teach kids a very important life lesson: how to lead healthy lives. People who are active and regularly exercise during childhood and adolescence are more likely to continue to stay active, exercise, maintain healthy lifestyles throughout their adulthood. Without PE as a requirement, a lot of students will go the whole day without any type of physical activity. Most kids would rather stay inside on computers eating unhealthy foods rather than go outside and be active. If they never exercise as students, it could be difficult for them to practice self-discipline and hard to develop healthy habits, for example, eating right and frequent exercise. Putting physical education into our school system will not only teach kids about the importance of being active, practicing healthy eating habits, and self-control, physical education would also help kids become responsible adults who can take care of themselves and then in turn teach their kids these positive habits. Exercise releases positive endorphins, which makes you feel good about yourself and can help prevent depression. When people look and feel good, they are more likely to live happier lives. Physical education classes should be mandatory just like every other subject that is required in our schools.